about me. Alright, so let's get this ban phase rolling. Something I've noticed over the last, I don't know,
Red
5
team's
weeks.
turn to
The
ban.
ban phase is one of the weaker phases for NA players. And really just picking teams. Everybody knows who they're good with, but having a comfortability to work as a team to build a solid draft team is pretty tough. So we get the first ban
Blue
out for
team's
Zelf,
turn
which
to
is
ban.
Natalia. First ban for S2D is Yipneth, which we didn't see him banned at all yesterday. So maybe they watched some of those videos and saw just how crazy he really is. He does solid damage. He is incredibly strong. Well, he has a lot of hit points. And that ult is just great. From a guy that main
Red
supports,
team's turn to ban.
huge fan. And then they take out Chognar, which is pretty much, we're not going to say it's 100%, but the last couple of weeks he's been banned in pretty much everything I've seen, which is heartbreaking, really, because he's my guy. Let's see where we go with this one. Taking out a couple heavy hit point supports. Taking out Natalia, who's a high burst mage. Valheim has been a very
Blue
consistent
team's
ban.
turn to ban.
Nothing crazy. Natalia is a little bit odd, but it's not totally crazy. Wisp would be odd, though to be fair, Wisp has been played. I mean, I don't know the stats or anything, but let's be honest. Wisp does a great job of doing area damage. I brought the game sound down a little bit, so maybe that will have helped. Just let me know if it's still overbearing, and I can make some adjustments. TZN takes out Slims, so started clearing out some marksmen. Marksmen have been a huge play in the ban phase anyway recently. I don't know what the fear is, though I will say I do understand the violet. See if that volume adjustment helped. Alright, so first pick from Zelf Nation is going to be Aram, who is typically on the ban list. So that could be pretty detrimental to S2D for the long haul in this game. You've really gotta kind of pick her off one at a time. If you get a large group, you're gonna struggle with her. Her heals are absolutely incredible, and I play Aram a lot too, so I want you to group up. I want it bad. So to kind of balance out and go at that Aram, S2D grabs Arduin. We get Xenial. Some solid hit points, good bit of control. Aram, though she can heal and take a ton of damage, her ult sort of makes her a little squishy toward mid and toward the end of the fight. So I mean, unless she's on top and healing, she'll struggle. And since the design of the ult is to basically die, you know, she's going down. What's up, Alcazar? Thank you for the host. So we grab Lindus and Flash on TZN. That's a great deal of damage, good bit of crowd control with Flash, but still some damage. Definitely some dangerous picks. So we've got the health comparing to the health. I feel like the damage output on the TZN side currently is pretty high comparatively. Raz could be an interesting pick. Definitely help with the crowd control. That's a good bit of crowd control actually. We got some slows, we got some stuns, we got some pretty solid action there. And Pura. The heals will definitely allow them to at least maintain with the crazy damage that's going to be coming at them one way or the other. Irie's just more damage, a little bit of crowd control. Oh yeah, that's a pretty good mix. And they grab the crushed.
Red team's turn to pick.
Liliana though. I feel like with all that, for me anyway, this is not judging, but for me, I think I probably would have gone with Tulin. Not that they're that much different. I guess Liliana works too. They're both extremely mobile with the CC that they can kind of get in and get out. It's not a bad pick. Overall, I'm gonna say the draft. I don't know who wins depends on the Pura, because Pura has really been the bane of my existence in ranked matches over the last few days. So let's see what these guys are going to bring to the table. Making some last minute changes.
10 seconds remaining.
Really get this thing going. Yeah, I picked up that Irish skin. It looks great. The recall is awesome, but at the end of the day, I just don't play Irie. I need to get myself in gear. I don't play enough warriors. I've got skins for pretty much all of them. I need to step that up. Everyone's telling me to use Batman recently. Kind of want to. All right, so let's get this thing going.
Welcome to Arena.
Just out of curiosity, you see the team builds.
5 seconds.
Do you guys have any opinions? Who do you think won the draft, and who do you think has the potential to win? 20 seconds in. We got Aram kind of sliding around, just getting an idea. She walked into a trap, but S2D's not going to commit to it, and they're going to back off and apparently allow TZN just to continue to roll around, which is not ideal. They're still there. They still can, but the question is, will they? And it looks like Flash is just going to jump in, just take what he can get and back out. That's just easy damage. So a lot of movement. Everybody kind of getting into their rotations. We got Lindus just smooth rolling. Might help out. Nah, she's going to keep rolling into the jungle and get some kills as she can. Liliana's going to jump in, really cause some issues, doing some damage. Let's see who gets the Yeah, they're gonna fight that out. Raz, meanwhile, Raz and Flash, both interesting characters to play against each other, because they're Flash has the ability to move, period, and Raz has the ability to just shut you down. So we've got Aram jumping in to the jungle again. Very little backup against 3. It's not ideal, but it's going to allow them to rotate right into the spawn of the Abyssal. And with all 5 there, now they're in a much better situation. But S2D's sliding right in, so they're not making a lot of progress. Though S2D may be able to get the dragon before, and they're going to be able to push him back. Nice job by Aram. Pretty much just created a wall, and now they're going to jump in and they're going to take him out. Aram just really, that wall was pretty incredible. Now Kresh with his ult is just going to eat them alive and still get the Pura. So TZN really made the most out of that. Unfortunately, Zenio really needed over there, just did not jump in. Got people moving back in, just steady back into the rotation. Irie just checking out to see what's going on. She may go for the steal, but maybe Zenio is going to just make sure that doesn't happen. You got Pura there as well. It looks like Flash Flash is able to get the buff, but they're not going to get the kills. Smart move though, just hopping right out, just making sure you stay alive. We got 55 seconds on the Abyssal Dragon. We're at 3:32, so a while before the Slayer is up. Pura taking a little bit of heat, and she's probably not going to make it out alive, and does not. Aram uses that ult though, maybe a little prematurely, but they are able to get out, and Linda's going to jump in and just get some damage out as she can. She may, maybe not. Raz back in, but a little late to join the party. Meanwhile, Kresh and Arduin, that's not very exciting. Got some action going down in the Zelf jungle. Might Golem taking some heat. They aren't able to get the Golem, and they're not able to get any kills. I think squad too deep with a little heavier commitment and some rotations that match the rest of the team, they could definitely have this thing in a different situation entirely. Kresh throws his ult. Abyssal Dragon still pretty high on hit points. Looks like it's going to reset, and it does. Flash jumps in, but he's not able to get any kills. But he does enough damage to push him back. So, meanwhile, the heat is on. Raz just gets smoked. Arduin is probably somehow is still alive. We've got some help from Zenio, but all he's going to do is just be a shield. He's not going to, he wasn't able to get any damage out there. And Zelf is absolutely in total control of the S2D blue side jungle. They cleared out completely. Lindis is ramping up right now, so really puts her in a situation where she can really get that heavy damage out there. Pura standing in not the best spot with Lindis. She's going to get some heat out, but nothing. She may get the kill, and Zelf jumps in just in time. They lose the Lindis, but it looks like Liliana goes down. Irie just focused on the rotations. Currently at 9 kills to 3 kills. A pretty substantial gold difference. Raz and Zenio they do have the damage, but they don't have the damage to compete with the guys that are hanging around them. So let's see who's willing to commit. The dragon is there, Both teams want it bad. Looks like S2D is going to jump in first, but a lot of heavy hitters coming. Aram takes down Liliana. Flash jumps in. That great deal of AoE damage is really, that AoE damage and control is really just causing S2D some serious issues. They take the dragon down, and honestly, this Flash Zelf is really on point. 5, 2, and 6. He's not afraid to jump in and potentially die when he knows he can get the kill. Irie, meanwhile, takes down a tower. Looks like Xenial pushing back, but the mid tower goes down as well. We've got 4 versus the jungle at this point, and I don't. Pura just scouting, not the best place. Liliana's not gonna commit to that, and there's no reason you should. Zelf on Flash jumps in from the side, and he almost dies, but not quite. Crushed ults and done. Xenial is there. I really feel like Xenial with his ult could jump in and make this happen, but he's always not in the best spot. But at the same time, you really don't want your tank clearing waves, and the Slayer's gonna go down really fast, like he wasn't even there. Now we've got a Drake in play. Now we've got the damage buff in play. S2D down quite a bit. They really need. Honestly, I would get out of the jungle and I would stay in lane. This is not a good position for them, and Flash just takes advantage of it. Crushed blows his ult. Yeah, there's no stopping that at this point. Liliana just get out, but not able to. So they've got the whole squad minus Irie. Irie's bottom. They're going to move forward. We got Flash mid. We've got some serious heat coming in every direction imaginable. We've got the Drake still up. Xenial's going to try to just throw him off, but he's not. He's just not slowing him down. Drake is gone, which is good news, but the damage buff still has quite a bit to go. That Lindis is taking that tower out fast and still able to throw in some damage. Crushed ult is almost ready to go, and that is not gonna be good. That is not gonna be good for these squad 2 deep guys. Just clearing wave, getting ready. The minions are gonna roll in. I'm expecting that. And he jumps in and just absolutely melts those guys. Flash, meanwhile, rocking the legendary. Got Raz coming in. He's not going to be able to do much against that. And Raz just melts. Liliana nearly dies, and she's not going to be able to stop that train. And they still kill her anyway. Zelf, that was brutal. There was no reason to attack that Liliana. Just leave her out of this. So that was a little tough. Obviously, some pretty supreme control coming from Flash. I may have not given the Lindis enough credit, because she killed a lot more people than I had noticed. She's probably just shooting in while everybody was doing all the work and just sniping them. Yeah, I'm hating on the Lindis. But good game to both teams. I think just with the fact that you've got crazy amounts of damage and crazy amounts of health from the Zelf Nation side, you just had to expect that. So, round 2. Now the question now is going to be, how do you respond to that? How do you know what you just saw? You had Flash in control and Lindis in control, and a lot of heavy health characters. So looking at it from the ban phase, how do you address that? Number one, I'd dump the Crushed. But when you start doing target bans, you have to kind of balance that too. You can't just target ban, because you start to leave some serious players in the game and on the field. You don't want those guys to get that. They do have the first pick in this match, which should play in their favor. So let's see what we've got. Oh, glasses. Can't read chat, but I can see the iPad. So, what do you guys think? Chognar still done. My boy just does not get a chance. He does not get the opportunity to play that he deserves. Now, as viewers, who do you think Squad 2 Deep should ban in this scenario? That's a ban I would definitely be on top of that. TZN target bans the Raz, which makes sense to me. And then they take out the Lindis. A little surprising after their own Lindis performance. So Arum and Flash. And they get the first pick, so that really gives them the opportunity to control. Do they pick the tree? Who knows? And they do, yeah. That seems to be the way everything's going currently. Since everybody dumps my Chognar love into the trash. And Marja, who I am a huge fan of right now. Since Chognar is going to get banned, I've been playing Marja a lot because their kit, their 1 and 2 anyway, are very similar. They're also, they're different, but they have similar. They give you a similar chance to escape. Marja probably a little bit better at escaping, but they feel similar. So Yubneth to cover some of the damage and to give them that extra strength on the hit point side. We've got Mina, who has been played constantly over the last few weeks. So, I guess after nobody played her for such a long time, is she meta? Or is she just the only thing left without Chognar and Yubneth and all the other cool supports that get banned most of the time? And Irie is their third pick, the third pick for S2D. Zelf Nation, going to snag that Nakaroff. And they jump on the Crest again, which, after that last match, I get it. You do you, Crest. I think it was Creamy. No, Creamy was Arum. Ooh. My girl Natalia. And Mr. Rivers, or whoever plays Natalia, be a team player, use the Christmas skin. We're about to roll into Christmas season. Give me the Christmas skin. Prophetic, going to nice, yeah. Slims really could give them the control that they definitely needed last match. And Liliana or Jenar. Both strong picks. I think everybody understands that Jenar right now is being played like he's like the Valheim of mages. So, you know, that I'll be honest, that was sort of my expectation. In the meantime, we are now a Twitch affiliate, so be a team player, subscribe. We will love you forever. But we will continue to create within the community. Obviously, this is our PVL Pro tournament, which is we're going to run probably 2 times a year. And in between and during, we're going to start getting back to it. We're going to run some exhibition matches and just try to make sure that there's always something going on from a competitive and from a casual standpoint for all guilds. Not necessarily, you don't have to necessarily be a pro to be in the PVL. I mean, a lot of these guys are here to learn, to figure out what the pros are doing so that they can up their game. You know, I'll give you the Shutterbug skin. That's my favorite Natalia skin. So I feel like in the draft phase, S2D is in a much better position now than they were last game. My concern would be obviously the Crushed because of his level of control during that last match. But the Marja and her ability to rotate in and out is really, that's a problem, period. So it ought to be interesting. People are saying Nakroth is doing well currently. I've seen some pretty good Nakroth play in standard matches, and I've seen some pretty bad Nakroth play, so I don't know if I'm ready to commit to Nakroth is awesome right now. So for the blue team, we've got Squad 2 deep. Zelf is on the red side this time. And the support square off, just basically waiting for the other to move. And it looks like S2D is going to back off first and start rotating bot. You got some heat going on in the jungle, but it looks like Nakroth actually stole it. And they're not going to be able to get close enough. Slims could with his jump. And he's gonna jump in, but with the rotation and just really the abilities, I need to pay a little more attention to Nakroth. Now that I'm giving him a hard time, he's probably going to go 50-0. But a lot of rotation in mid. Natalia is not able to get that solo farm, which she needs early on. She needs her forward to really come alive. Mina struggling on the level side. She gets to level 2. And we've got a lot of just general positioning going on from TZN. They move into the red jungle, but not heavily committed. Liliana's coming in to help out. Natalia fortunately had flicker, but Liliana chases her down. Not able to get her though. Mina just pushing. Yibneth pushing. And the Might Golem's still up. So a lot of people ready to make that jump, but not necessarily willing to do so. We got Slim's going to take this Might Golem if, I don't know, that crashed. He's getting close to his ult. and he's not able to get that buff. Creamy steals it. And he's got cover. Mina just taking some serious heat. He's going to need some help. They move forward, but they don't. They just aren't able to get close enough to get that damage out. So, Crushed is now level 4. That's going to be problematic, but again, not a lot of commitments going on right now. Mina is going to back out. Slim's rotating down. We've got most of TZN rotating up. The dragon is up, but yeah, and it looks like they may have just noticed that. They seem to be moving in that direction. Valheim waiting. We've got a little bit ready to sort of fight them off, but I don't know that right now S2D could do it. Now they could very well take the dragon, but they're going to need to do it real fast, and that may not be fast enough. Kresh is probably going to blow his ult. We got Valheim out on the side. Yubneth blows his ult. The dragon walks into it. Mina and Yubneth just dedicated to keeping that thing alive. But Kresh really causing problems. The dragon resets. Everybody's going to move down toward this tower. TZN anyway. Mina grabs the Nakaroth. Slims is able to take him out. Unfortunately for S2D, it's kind of short-lived as Yubneth goes down. The tower does live. Then everybody jumps in on the dragon. Kresh does not have his ult. Mina is there and gets nearly killed. Natalia wasted ult. Valheim's kind of controlling everything that's going on. Going to take out the Slims. Kresh with that additional rage that, well, last patch, so it's been a little while, but he is able to he's almost ready to ult again. Yubneth is back, and they may have enough people to take the dragon. It doesn't look like they're going to. They jump in, they take that might buff before anyone even notices they're there. Yubneth getting vision, but it's a little late, and he's going to walk right into a terrible, terrible spot. He's trying to get that damage off, but he does. Oh, that was close. But he is able to get out. TZN just continuing rotations, and it's like they're on a timer. S2D though, they're holding up pretty strong. They are down on gold, but they are maintaining. Dragon has not gone down. We're creeping up on 6 minutes. Meanwhile, Marja up top. Just taking wave, taking what she can. S2D jumps in again on the dragon. Natalia throws her ult out, but not in a great position, and she goes down. This dragon is going to be the bane of these teams' existence. Though they try, we're at 7,500 hit points. It's not going down. Slims does. Yubneth is about to. And now that they've got 4 on top of the dragon, and Nakaroth with a quad kill, they will likely jump right in and go ahead and take it. Now the question is going to be, does the Kresh throw his ult down? I wouldn't personally. I'd save that rage, and he's not really in any kind of trouble right now, and Valheim's just going to melt that thing. Nakaroth jumps in just to act like he was involved, and they back out to the jungle. Meanwhile, we've got Wave pushing tower. Marja, she's not unstoppable, but she sure is hard to kill. Slims misses his stun. Kresh goes ahead and blows his ult, and that's going to be a big problem for Marja. or not Marja, for Mina. Meanwhile, the 4-man roam continues. Valheim just clearing the opposite side. He may... No, he's going to just defend mid as Nakaroth moves in. We've got a lot of heat up top. They're going to take this tower. Irie and Yubneth just not able to get close enough to really make anything happen. And just in time, they're waiting as it spawns. The Abyssal is up. We are at the 8-minute mark. We're at about 75, 7,800 difference in gold, 7,400. Which at this point is really starting to show. And they dive in. They've got minions to back. Irie's trying to get some damage out there, but Mina is not able to tank that much damage. Natalia throws her ult, goes down. Slims jumps in just a little bit too late, and he's not able to get any damage out. Marja on bot, now that they're a little ways in on top, and TZN jumps in. They're going to take out the Slayer. Irie has potential. You've got potential. Just make. Let me see this. Let me see the still. And she does steal it. That's fantastic. That may be exactly what they needed to turn this thing around. They've got the damage. That could make up the difference in their items. This could be the chance that they needed, but they just don't have enough alive. Natalia gets ruined by Nakaroth, and they are not going to be able to take him out just because he has that mobility. Mina is not able to get out. The dragon is not going to survive. We've got Irie still alive. We've got a little bit of action going bottom. They're trying to take what they can. But now is absolutely not the time to engage in the jungle. Irie trying to do what she can, but there's so much going on right there. I don't know if it's a good idea. Natalia, this is your chance. Throw that ult. Not now, but soon. If you position these guys properly, you can make something happen. Unfortunately, Yubneth goes down. Natalia is a little too close. Now would be the time to make that happen, but she misses her stun, she misses her one, and there aren't enough stacks for her ult to make that happen. You got heavy heat going in on that tower. Irie's going to try to slow him down, but it's just not going to make enough of a difference. Kresh nearly goes down. Slim's just trying to make something happen. He's not able to escape. Whew. And Liliana gets away. But not without taking some jungle in the meantime. So, you're down 12k gold. You're down on towers. Unfortunately, S2D has not taken a tower yet. TZN has been able to control all movement. They grab the Abyssal, gain the buff. I don't know that might buff is worth what's being committed to it. And it turns out to not be the best move. Marja just making it happen. Let's check out this Marja build. Damage, 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 damage. And boots. Man, maybe I need to build my Marja differently. I'm still playing her the way that she was before the buff. And TZN takes it home, 27-14. Now, props to S2D for maintaining. Thank you, Seasoned Salt, for making fun of my hilarious YouTube joke from a couple of weeks ago. Because whether you want to admit it or not, boom goes the dynamite is still hilarious. And they just were not able to get the damage out there. That was really the problem. They weren't able to get far enough into the heat to deal that damage. Natalia, Slims, Irie, there's damage there, but the positioning just wasn't right. And as someone who mains Natalia, I mean, I understand you've got to get that positioning. I'm less familiar with Slims because I don't really play marksman all that much, but I do know prophetic is pretty good, so we'll chalk that up to TZN just really being on fire tonight. So, match 1 is in the books. What do you guys think? Is TZN the team to beat? Now we have some more matches coming. Is TZN going to be the winner of the week? By winner, I mean I just made that up. There is no such thing. But they did have some pretty strong